As promised, today we are doing a smoky wing. Okay, I'm gonna keep the lid pretty close to my skin tone, and then I wanted to do that very smoky red lip. And this is actually perfect because we're gonna do these two brushes. These are gonna be our main brushes today. This is the 𝗕𝗏𝘂𝘂𝘀𝗶𝗹𝘀, and it's only $20 for both of them right now. So there's the link. Let's get started. So the first thing I want you to grab, this is something I do feel is important in anybody's makeup routine because even though it's intimidating, it's easier than using a pencil. Now, the reason I'm not going to recommend an eye pencil at this point is because eye pencils dry down. And once something dries, it becomes very, very hard to continue to blend. So that's why I'm going to recommend a black eyeshadow base. There's nothing intimidating about this. The only thing that we have to think about is small brush, small amounts. We can always build. Whenever I do this look, I like for my lid to be very much similar to my skin tone, but also a smidge brighter. It's going to really give you that contrast from that smoky winged liner to your lid. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take clean canvas and I'm gonna apply it. Notice how I left a little bit here. We're gonna put the black there. And the reason we don't wanna put the black on top of this is because it could turn it gray. A little bit's gonna be okay, but see how I just did that? I don't wanna do that. I could come back and clean it with my cellar water later. That's gonna be easy, but for right now, just kind of have that in mind. It's not crazy important, but it's just something to keep in mind. Okay, let's take this all the way up to our brow bone. Now, sometimes I feel like all my yapping can be a little confusing, but I'm just trying to be thorough. But bottom line here, apply your base, just leave a little space. All right, at this point, we're gonna have creasing, totally normal, but we're gonna start on the black. But like I said, we're gonna need some micellar water and let's just clean it up. It's perfectly normal for a base like this when it's not set to migrate. Cannot believe this is $10 right now. I'm telling y'all, you will use this brush more than you think you will. We've gotta have that detail in there. All right, clean that up. Tap it with Sheila, just make sure that my micellar water is pretty dry. Feels about right. Now we're gonna grab the E26. No, we're not, because it done RUNNOFT. No, it really did. Let me find it. I found it. It was over here with the base. So we're gonna take this and we're gonna put it on the back of our hand. Make sure this is focused. There we go. Just put some on the back of your hand because we might need to come back to it later. That's all, I'm pretty sure that's all we're gonna need. And we're gonna grab it on that E26. We're gonna start at the lash line. And this is not scary at all because you don't even have to worry about precision. The only thing we have to worry about in this moment is making sure we're getting it really close to the lash line. And also making sure that we have it pretty smooth across the lash line. This is going to change the way you do a smoky liner. And smoky liner is so much easier. Look, I could hang out and chat right now because that's not gonna dry down until I set it. But smoky liner is so much easier and it's really hooded eye friendly too. All right, I know it's a trust the process moment. It's very scary, but it's actually gonna be so much easier. I'm still just applying that base. I decided I was gonna film a quick little tutorial on this eye. There we go. Now you're wondering, what now? Don't be frightened. You're still with me, right? We're trusting that process. Black eyeshadow, grab it. I wiped my brush off just a little bit on Sheila. We're gonna coat each side with black eyeshadow. This has been one of my favorite black eyeshadows for years. It's from Natasha Denona. And look, we're just setting the lash line right now. Look how nice and black that is. Woo! Anytime you can get the most depth, and don't even worry about under here. Do not worry about anything at this point. But anytime you can get that extra depth at the lash line, the more impactful this is going to be. And we're only setting the very base of the lashes, super close to the lash line. You can start to smudge a little bit. But we're about to switch to a little bit lighter color. So we're gonna move up a little bit on the eye now. So we're just going to make sure that we don't have any extreme creases. And we're gonna need an E27 now. All right, let's switch to this palette. We're just gonna grab this shade, grab it on that E27, and we're gonna tap that right above the black. Yup, that's a nice transition. And then, even though this black is set, we can still go back in and add some more depth because it's such thin layers. And this is why it'll never get patchy. And this is why I prefer the black base over a pencil. A pencil can get patchy at this state. Forgot to label the palette, but I will in this slide. So we're grabbing that shade. And now we're just gonna take that above. That's gonna be our last transition. We're still not done. I know, it still looks horrifying. We gotta do a little bit more detail work, but we're getting there. I know, but we're getting there. Grab your bronzer, whatever bronzer you like. And then you're gonna take that, tap it right above everything. You can press it into the brown, but what we wanna avoid is the black. We still want that to stay as black as possible. And then we're just gonna grab our powder foundation. Okay, we're almost to the finish line. We're gonna grab our powder foundation. This one's from Natasha Denona. This is a pretty good shade. I'm a little too tan for it now, but it won't be much longer. I'll be back to my fall shade. I'm gonna take that and I'm pressing that into the rest of the base. Remember, just don't put it into the black. We want the black to stay very deep and have depth. All right, we're bringing it back together here. C30, micellar water. This is gonna start to make sense. Once you get that definition underneath here, it all starts to come together. Woo! Just wiping this on Sheila, picking up more of my micellar water. It's kind of satisfying to watch it come together. And then I'll just take some micellar water on Sheila and just gently tap that away. And then I'll do more detail work as needed with the detail duo. Definitely gonna do lashes, but let me know if we should add sparkle at the end. Sparkle, no sparkle. I think sparkle. We're doing our Lily lashes, self-adhesive lashes. This is gonna be an ad now. I do have a partnership with them, but these are the style Go Getter. Warming them up. Ooh, yeah. I knew these were gonna be nice with it. Scooch them over a little bit. All right, now let them sit there and warm up. Okay, now that they're nice and warmed up, we can kind of adjust them where we need them. And then I'm also gonna pinch them onto that skin right above my natural lashes. Whoa, they're grabbing. And then we can just kind of lift them up a little bit. Perfect. All right, so we need some corrector today, but I want to go a little bit heavier, so I'm going to use my C30. I already picked up a little bit over here. I'm going to use my C30 to pick it up. And the reason I'm not going to use the wand is sometimes, this is just a little idea, sometimes these wands, do you see how they're very flocked and fluffy? They bring out a lot of product, and as they should, a lot of times, obviously, the brand would want you to use the product, but sometimes, just ever so often, what comes out on the wand can be a little bit too much. So by just grabbing some on a brush, you're getting that perfect amount. It's doing its job, but we're gonna be able to put concealer on top of this, and there's not too much underneath the eye. And also, we're using that C30 to really flatten it onto the skin. All right, let's keep it trucking. It's taking a while today because I'm filming a bunch of different videos in one. I do that almost every single day, Mondays, I try not to do it because Mondays I do the Feral Monday, so I get a little while. All right, so we're gonna use my 𝗕𝗿𝗂𝘀𝗵𝗲𝘀 concealer today, shade Macaron. And then I'm just gonna, remember we have corrector there, so I don't need quite as much there. Look at how blurring this concealer is. I'll just do one side on my face. I don't know why my cheek's flaring up. I'm filming too much. Okay. I won't blend that, but I'll blend this side. Okay, let's grab our concealer brush. Where did that go? There. I'm like, yep, again. I don't even have that much in front of me right now either. Melty, melty. And this will cut off, but I'll come back and blend the rest of it just so you can see. We're gonna switch to a C42. And I can't even express to you how lightweight this feels. Or I can try. It's gonna be a lot of squawking. And then I'm gonna put just a little extra right here on my redness. Looks pretty good. But obviously I didn't even put on like a full swipe, so I'm just gonna do, I feel like I need to even that out. There you go. I love this concealer. Ah, my ear. Now we're gonna use that wet concealer to our advantage. I have the E26 and there's probably a little bit of black base still on here. So I'm picking up some black eyeshadow as well. But what's happening here is we're gonna have more precision because of that wet concealer grabbing that black shadowy base mixture that we have there. There we go. So now I'm picking up bronzer with the same brush and I'm just going to tap that right into the edge and continue that smudge. This is that YSL bronzer, shade 02. I'm gonna use that with our C40. Make sure you hold your C40 pretty far back. That's how you get the most out of it. And then that short end goes towards the ear. And then if you just press, it literally does the work for you. But it is important to hold it far back because if we hold it here, then it's gonna start to flop. But if you hold it back here, you get the most beautiful transition with whatever bronzer you have. I'm gonna do peach powder today just to make sure my under eye is really nice and balanced. Pink might be a little too brightening. Nice. This is my ultra peach powder. Ooh, that looks good. Now it's time for the lip. Are we excited? We're actually gonna need an E26 for this as well. But listen, now we can't go near our eye again. Okay, once it goes there and then going back over here. Most of us know that, but I just want everybody to be very safe. Let's get started on this lip. We gotta sharpen it. This is my first sharpen in my new NARS sharpener. Ooh, it's good. It's so good. I haven't even been, look. Delightful. That's gonna be good enough. All right, so these dry quickly. We like that. In fact, don't even go in yet. Let's sharpen the red one too. Let's have them ready. Let's get them ready. All right, already sharpened. What I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna lay down some of the red first because I don't want a whole lot of the dark shade, but I am just gonna do one side at a time because these do dry down really quickly, but that's also a really good thing. Now before they set, we're gonna take our E26 and we're gonna start to ombre them together. We can add more red in a second, but let's kind of get this going. But if it does start to dry down, listen, this won't even change it. It'll be able to dry down just fine. Take a little bit of an eye primer, tiny amount on the E26, and it kind of reactivates it so you can really blend it. Now for the final ombre, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take an E27 and I'm going to take the side of it and I'm just going to really melt them together. I feel like to get the outline, we need all the detailing, and then to really ombre and soften, and then you have to be tapping at this point. But to really ombre, you do need a bigger brush. Every door is open, all of them, all at once. That's either been or a poltergeist. We'll find out. I almost forgot blush. What is even happening? I want something in the kind of same vein as the bright red, but I don't want too much. I just want a little bit to tie it all in together. Perfect. Sparkle one. I don't know why I doubted y'all for a second. So I filmed the gold one, which I will post here, but I haven't tried this one. These are new from Too Faced. What I'm looking for is my E29 because I just want kind of that floating lantern look. So I'm just gonna pick it up on a fluffy brush, see how it picks it up, and then let's just place it. Just wait till you see it with back camera. I'm gonna keep it on my lid though. Oh yeah. All right, my friends, here it is with back camera. I don't know if you know this, but I love makeup. All right, that's gonna be today's tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed doing this, very fun. But yes, black base is the key, and also trusting the process. Listen, it's gonna get scary. There will be times you doubt yourself, but isn't that life? It's the same thing in makeup. You just gotta keep on going, and the end result, you'll get there. You'll get to where you want to go. All right, I love you so much. I'm not sure if I'm gonna post tonight, but I love you, and I'll see you in my DMs.